In tonight's Ask Anthony, an 81-year-old Jacksonville woman on a fixed income says she trusted what she was told, that home improvements, including a new AC unit, would be covered by grant money. Nearly 2 years later, she says she's being told she owes tens of thousands of dollars, money she doesn't have, all while battling cancer. And tonight, I've learned she's not alone. So looking at this paper that was sent to you, it said that you have a loan out for $19,000.
That's what they told me.
But you had no idea that you were taking out a loan for $19,000. For Bobby Anderson, it started with a community meeting nearly 3 years ago. A meeting she says promised help, not debt.
Like I had put in for some windows, so I got some windows, and then they did my bathroom.
That work, she says, was taken care of, but Anderson says around that same time, a man approached her about new air conditioners. She says she was told it wouldn't cost her anything because government money would cover it.
Kept emphasizing grant money. I said, oh, so they gonna pay for it? He said, yes, they're gonna pay for it.
Anderson agreed to the work, and these air conditioners were installed in her home. But almost 2 years later, she started getting phone calls and certified letters from bill collectors. You owe how much for this AC?
$23,000.
$23,000, a debt she says she never agreed to, now hanging over her head while she's fighting cancer at 81.
I don't need nothing over my head. And this here is over my head. I don't have no money to give these people.
I reviewed the paperwork. One document lists the cost of the air conditioners and labor at $16,000. But the billing notice mailed to Anderson says she owed $19,000 by October 22nd, and if it wasn't paid by then, the balance would jump to $23,000. The business name on the notice, Magnum Opus Construction, with his latest listed address in Ponte Vedra. I've called multiple times over the past 2 weeks, no response. When you were filling out this paperwork, did they explain to you what you were filling out, or did they just kind of told you just sign on the dotted line? But this story doesn't end here. Just a few days after I interviewed Miss Anderson, another woman reached out to me with a similar story. Fast forward 2 years later, and you get a phone call saying you owe how much money?
$17,000.
And when you heard that, what went through your mind?
I was like, what?
Sheila Sanders emailed me after she says she was blindsided by a bill for thousands of dollars after being told she qualified for a government program to make her home more energy efficient.
Because of my credit score, I qualified.
Sanders says a man came to her home and recommended an energy-saving water heater and an attic fan. She says she was told it wouldn't cost her anything as long as she signed over what she was told were federal vouchers. You never saw a contract with a price on it or anything?
No.
They just told you they would take care of everything.
That's right.
The company listed on her paperwork is Pure Energy Solutions out of Pensacola. When I tried calling, the number provided.
Congratulations! You've been selected for a special promotion today to receive a free medical alert device.
That's the recorded message I heard on the other line. So I checked with the Better Business Bureau. Pure Energy Solutions currently has an F rating. One complaint reads, quote, now that it is time to claim the so-called rebates and refunds under the Inflation Reduction Act, they have suddenly gone silent. I am retired and now I'm burdened with how I'm going to pay off this $36,000 debt. Sanders and Anderson believe they were misled and possibly targeted. What would be the perfect resolution for you in this situation?
Let it go away.
So I did some digging, and the Federal Trade Commission has issued warnings about this exact scenario. So here's 3 things to remember tonight. The FTC says offers of free money from government grants are often scams. Someone may claim a grant will pay for home repairs, education, or unpaid bills, but real government grants require you to apply, and they're only for very specific purposes. Now, if this has happened to you, I want you to go ahead and take a picture of what you see here on the screen, or get a pen and paper and write it down. Report it to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Those reports are shared with law enforcement and can help fuel investigations. And always, remember, if you have a problem you just can't solve, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.